Hey, if you're a total beginner and you're looking to sell put options, this will be a quick option tutorial on how to sell put options properly, from how to open a sell put position to managing it and closing it, all in the Robinhood app. So let's go into my portfolio right now. I have been using sell put options for the past 10 plus years. I used to work at Goldman Sachs, and I love using put options as a way to generate income. Most new investors look at selling put options in two different ways. One is by selling a put option and collecting income. Two is by selling a put option as a way to get assigned into the stock that you want to own. Either way, selling put options is a great way that an investor can collect income, whether you do it on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. Let me show you step by step. So first of all, if you wanted to sell a put option, you would just pick a stock that you would want to sell a put option on. I'm going to be using IREN in this example. So I'm going to go to IREN stock. Currently, IREN is trading for $52 per share. So the first thing that you want to look for is a stock that you want to own, because whenever you sell a put option, you are essentially agreeing to buy 100 shares at the strike price that you select. So let's go to trade options. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick an expiration date. An expiration date is essentially when an option expires. You can go for a shorter expiration date or you can go for a longer expiration date. In this example, let's go for July 17. If you're watching this in the future, no problem. This is just a simple step-by-step tutorial for the best process that I personally follow when I sell put options. So when I look at a put option, go to sell put, and now this is an option chain. An option chain gives you information on strike prices, premium, and other metrics regarding to the option itself. So let's go for selling a put option. And if you want to sell a put option, typically I sell an out of the money put. An out of the money option is a strike price below the current value of the stock. So for example, if I go down here, 45, this is a 45 strike price. This is lower than what currently IREN is trading at, which is $52 per share. This would be an out of the money option. Now, an in the money option would be, for example, 55 strike price. This would be higher than the current price of IREN stock currently. So let's first go over an example of selling a put option that's out of the money, and then I'll show you an example of an in the money put option. So an out of the money option will be this 45 put. So if I select this option right now, you will see the statistics come up. There is a bid and an ask. What you want to do whenever you're trading a sell put position is you want to get filled for the best price possible, right? The best possible price here would most likely be the middle mark, because if you try to sell this for $3.45, which is the ask price, that's towards the high end of the range, and you're most likely not to get filled. Your likelihood of fill will be very low. Now, if you go for 305, yes, you'll get filled like immediately right away. However, that is a much lower price than that you can collect by going for a higher price. So what you would want to do is go for the middle or the mark price, which is 325. So I'm going to go to sell here and I'm going to enter one position here. You can go for as many contracts as you want. Typically, whenever I'm selling puts, I like to have at least 10 different put positions in my personal portfolio. So I don't want any put position to be more than 5% value. If I go for one contract here and I enter a limit price of $3.25, then I can collect a credit of $325, and the estimated credit is $324.96 because Robinhood does charge fees even though they're almost free, right? Now, if you wanted to enter a limit order, you can also set a limit price. So if I go up top again, I'm going to show you one more time, the limit order here in the top right, and I click limit, okay, I can actually set a price that I would want to execute for within the entire day. So right now it's pre-market. Let's say that I want to get at least $3.50, right? Which would be higher than the ask. That's okay too. You can enter a limit price of $3.50, and this option trade would not execute if you're going to get less than $3.50. So during the day, if IREN does not become attractive enough to have $3.50 worth of premium, this option won't get executed. However, if during the day it does go up to $3.50 in terms of this put option being worth $3.50, then you will get filled, and this will be the price that you will get. So oftentimes I do like to set limit orders because then I can basically get the price that I want in terms of selling a put option. If that's not that important to you and you just want to sell a put option as an entry strategy, as I mentioned earlier in this video, then it's completely okay just to go for a market order as well. Now, let's go back and go for an in-the-money option. So an out-of-the-money option here was worth $3. And essentially, if IREN does not go to $45 per share, you won't get assigned, and $3 is yours to keep in terms of premium. So that cash enters your account and is officially yours in its realized profit once the option expires. However, if we go for an in-the-money trade, for example, a 55 strike, you can see the premium here is so much higher. It's $8 in total premium. Well, the bid is 805 and the ask is 845. So the middle mark here would be 825. Now, why is it so high? The reason why it's so high is this option is already in the money. It already has intrinsic value. So if an investor wanted to exercise this option today, you are the option seller, you sold this option, they could technically put these shares to you today. They can early assign. Now, in practice, that rarely happens because it's almost always more profitable to just sell the option rather than exercising this option. This option is worth $8, but the in the value amount that it's worth right now is only $3 because the stock is trading at 52. This put option is at 55, so it's worth $3 in the money value, but the premium is $8. So that's why the option itself is more valuable than exercising this option. Now, the $8 in value that you get here is premium that you collect, but your assignment risk is very different. So for an out of the money option, if we go back down to this 45, the delta here is your assignment risk. The delta here is 29. That means there's a 29% chance of this option expiring in the money, which also means that there's a 70% chance that it won't expire in the money. So 70% of the time, you will likely win on this trade, and 30% of the time, it will go into the money and you will be assigned. It's not always a bad thing, especially if you want the stock. Now, going back to $55, if you have an option that's at 55 here and the stock is already at 52, this is an in the money option. That's why the delta here is 57%. It is a 57% chance that this option will stay below 55. There's only a 43% chance of you winning. Now, just because there's a 43% chance of you winning does not make this a bad option to sell. So if you sell a put option that's already in the money, your total average cost is the most important figure that you should look at. So I ran this trading for $52 per share. This is a 55 strike, but because you're collecting $8 worth of premium, you can actually subtract that from your total overall cost. So $55 per share is the price that you will get assigned at if this option stays below 55, but because you collected $8 worth of premium, that makes your break-even price around 47. So even if IREN does absolutely nothing and the stock stays at $52 per share, your average cost is $47 per share. Selling puts is a great strategy that I personally use in the Options Retirement Academy. If you want more information about the Retirement Academy, you can schedule a free call in the description, or you can check out this video to learn more about selling put options.